Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we are finally back to check out yet another mod, because today we are checking out the OmayPaty's Amphibian mod for Minecraft 1.16.4. If you would like to download this mod, there will be a link in the description below, and we'll be showcasing every single aspect of the mod. So without further ado, let's get started. So, this mod adds all kinds of salamanders and axolotls to the game, and I'm inside of this massive cave system to check out every single element of this mod. Let's start out with some of the basics. This right here is how you craft a net. Use 2 iron ingots, 2 string, and 2 sticks. You can get yourself a net. Now, nets aren't that useful for normal salamanders, but they're very useful if you find a very unique species of salamander called the legfish. Let me grab all 3 colors. You can find pink legfish, orange legfish, and red legfish. And they're just these small little creatures that waddle around on 2 legs. They are very, very cute. And if you click on one with a net, you can catch it as an item. Now, all of them count for singular items, but, you know, pick them up. You get some nice, adorable little pets that you get to use. Moving on from the adorable legfish in that room, let's move into our next room. This is where we're really going to start focusing on the core creatures of the mod. So let's open up this chest right here. In here, we have all of the most basic kinds of salamanders, specifically axolotls, which are coming in a future update of the game. This backports them into 1.16, as well as adding a bunch of newer varieties. So I have this whole cave area right here decorated, and it's filled with this glowing algae, and it's lit by this right here. These are light rods, and they can be crafted with materials in the mod. Let's start out with the most basic creatures of the mod, the tadpoles. So here's the normal tadpole. These are just little tiny creatures that spawn in swamps, and they can grow and develop into all kinds of different creatures. Yeah, those are the tadpoles. We also have the axolotl tadpoles, which are specific to the axolotls and are also very cute little creatures. If you click on one with a net, you can catch it. Click on a tadpole with a net, you can catch it. But yeah, those are some of the basic creatures of the mod, and these will develop into all the other unique animals. Next up, in here, we have a whole lot of these, and all of these creatures, aside from being caught with a net, can also be caught with buckets. So let's start with the red-backed salamander right there. Very, very cool animal. These all act very similarly, but if I take water and scoop it back up, place it back down, you guys know the drill. We have the olm, which is a species of aquatic salamander that's very long. Just like that. They're real-life animals, and they look very cool, kind of like sirens. Here we have the brown axolotl, which is a colored variant of the normal axolotl. That's just a nice little maroon color. Here we have the California salamander, which these live near me, though I've never seen one in the wild. They're very pretty little creatures. We have the Enigma axolotl, which is an incredibly rare variety that appears like that. The Cooper axolotl, which refers to the material from OmayPaty's Japan mod. It is spelled in the game differently. It is spelled as Cooper. Here's the black axolotl, another color variant. Here's the yellow axolotl, another color variant. And finally, we have the blue-spotted newt, which is another unique species that is black with some blue spots. So not even going through everything yet, you can already see like the insane diversity of all the creatures in this mod. They're really, really cool. And anybody playing in survival can collect all these or use them for their own purposes. Here's another species that is very rare. This is the glowing axolotl, which glows in the dark, as you can see. And when killed, which we will do in a second, it will drop a glowing scale. Crafting glowing scales in a crafting table just like this will get you an indicator. If you hit mobs with it, it'll make them glow. And if you click on it in the air, it'll make you glow, as well as giving you night vision. So, moving into the next area of the cave, right here you can see, oh, it looks like there's some coral growing here. We have some more species of salamanders to check out. There are much less of these, but they're all very, very cool looking. These are all based off coral reef fish, but designed like axolotls. So here's the Moorish salamander, which looks like this. And all of these, when killed, will drop tropical scales. which have a very cool use later on, which you will see. Here's the yellow Parrotfish Salamander, which is also a very pretty type. Purple Salamander, Mossy Salamander, and the purple Parrotfish Salamander. And those are all of the tropical reef salamanders, and they're all very pretty. Into the next room once again, here we have some very unique creatures. I'll open up the chest and you'll see right here we have the Diplocaulus spawn eggs. Moving over here, we have a secret chest, but you'll see what's in there in a sec. Let's start out by spawning the creature. So these are very large prehistoric salamanders that have boomerang heads. You'll know them from a lot of other mods that I've checked out, such as Fossils and Archaeology. And yeah, they're just really chill animals. They'll sit around and vibe just like that. And you can already see one of their drops. But if we go over here and see more things, we can show that if you roast Diplocaulus meat, then you'll get roast Diplocaulus meat. And if you take an iron ingot, a string, Diplocaulus skull, another string, and an iron ingot, craft it together like this, and get a Diplo bow, which looks just like this. Now, click it like this. It's like a normal bow, but it will shoot like a machine gun, which is a really cool feature for it. Moving into the next room, we have yet another very unique species. Open the chest up. This is the Lucky Salamander spawn egg, but before we do that, we also need to grab some muffins. They can be crafted with paper, wheat, and sugar, placed in a crafting table just like this. Let's grab them. They make a very good food source, and once you eat them, they'll give you back a piece of paper. Let's take a look at their use. So this is the Lucky Salamander, little tiny species of salamander that is green and gold, the colors of March. I mean, we are in March right now. Now, if you feed a Lucky Salamander a muffin, it will give you luck, which, if you don't know, can be used for fishing to get very good drops. But yeah, that's what the Lucky Salamander does, and they're also very cool animals. And sadly, I'll have to do this, you know, for science, right? If we kill a few, just like this, they will drop lucky scales. If you place a lucky scale, a stick, and an iron ingot in a crafting table like this, you can get yourself the lucky wand, which can be used when you click into the air to give yourself luck. Alright, so we're moving on to more and more things throughout our caves. Let's real quickly throw some of our items in the chest, since we will no longer need these. And let's grab ourselves some combat gear, since we're actually going to need to combat things. Oh wow, this is a very large room in the cave. Alright, let's see what's in these chests. Devil legs. Ooh. So this right here is the devil legs. They're large land anglerfish, kind of. That's the best way I can describe them. And when standing near them, they'll give you glowing in a similar way that the glowing wand will, but they're also not the kindest animals. They're neutral, and they will come after you and attack you. I'll just take this armor off, and you can see they do actually do quite a bit of damage. Let's try to kill one, and they will drop raw devil legs. Raw devil legs can be cooked to make meat, or it can be used to craft these light sources that I've placed around the caves. Let's real quickly kill the rest of these. Alright, so now that we've taken care of the devil legs, let's take a look in this chest. What is this? So this is the other aggressive species of salamanders in the mod. Let's put that armor back on. This right here is the butterfly axolotl, which can actually fly, which makes it a very unique animal. This one obviously doesn't have much room. These are very aggressive and will attack the player and will actually do some damage to them. They have quite a bit of health. Let's kill the rest of these, because they will drop butterfly axolotl membranes, which will be very useful for us in the future. Alright, so now that we've killed those, let's go into here. Oh, it looks like the cave ends. Alright, let's grab some armor, since it's offering us some. Clearly superior armor to what we were wearing before. Netherite, wow. Well, it's giving us a lot of our old stuff back. Well, let's grab all of this, and we can show off a lot of the new features. So, as dropped from the butterfly axolotl, we have butterfly axolotl membrane. Craft it like this, and you get the combat fan, which you'll see the features of later. And then if you craft tropical sails from those tropical fish axolotls, just like this, you get a tropical sword. Now, since testing the effects of these weapons wouldn't be the best on their own, I have some Ravager spawn eggs right here to help me show them off. First of all, use the combat fan, gives you a very good speed boost, is very useful when fighting bosses, or fighting raids, or anything in survival mode. But yeah, let's spawn the Ravager. So spawn in a pretty inconvenient place. But yeah, we have a tropical sword, does a lot of damage. Let's try using it on this Ravager. Alright, so we've killed a Ravager, took a lot of stuff doing. But you can see that's how strong the tropical sword is. Let's also demonstrate on the next one what happens when you use a combat fan. They will fly into the air, stuck against the ceiling. That's what the combat fan does. It gives them about 20 seconds of levitation, float in the air. Let's also use the indicator, and then we can probably get them down with the Diplocala's bow. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We got many more mod showcases on the way, as well as new episodes of Amber Leaf and some more experimental content which I'm working on. Stay tuned for that. I'll be uploading a bit more from now on. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.